All right. Hello. Saturday workout stream. Let's hope that our title and everything decided to update this time properly. Move this just a smidge. We're gonna wait for that pre-workout to kick in a little bit today, I think. Because I am like snoozing right now, actually. All right. Yeah, we got the music playing. We're vibing a little bit. We're getting there. Let's see. What we will do is double check primary week 1 Saturday. What did we do last Saturday for the top set? That looks like it has 310. What else are we putting on there? 315. Only. Are we loading up any more? What was it? Dang, did we start 315 last block? I feel like it's a little bit on the lighter side. I swear I YOLO'd it though. I did YOLO it, didn't I? No? I guess it was 315, huh? And I swore that it was more. Alright, cool. So that means today is 320 to 325. Tempo. Feet up. Why'd I close out of it though? We have to check the back off. Yo, what is up, Mike? How are we doing? 3 sets of 8. 215 to 225. And we have inverted, supinated, row, lat pull down, EFR bicep, press. There we go. Oh man, Mike, I am feeling a little sleepy today, I'm not gonna lie. We are just gonna have a nice slow start here. Waiting for the pre-workout to kind of, do its thing a little bit. I think I'm gonna play around with something here too. That's brighter. See, the thing is about a -6 exposure, it just makes it way, way giga dark. Maybe we'll turn that brightness down at the current exposure, see if it's better. All right. I just slept like booty cheeks last night, and then also I just got done having a pretty big meal, and so I think it just made me tired, even more tired than I was. All right, let's swap into the old bench slippers. Oh. Yo, what's up, Zero? I feel like I haven't seen you in all week long. You've been playing too much Overwatch, man. Been on the Overwatch grind. Or I guess I haven't heard you, right? I guess you could have been lurking, to be fair. I am doing pretty good. Not too bad, not too bad. A little sleepy today, really. A little sleepy today. Yeah, I was talking about it last stream, actually. I really don't know what's gotten into me, but I've just been feeling a lot less of like gotcha, and I don't know. I downloaded Overwatch because my one really good friend wanted to play. Well, he wanted to play Apex, and I'm like, I just don't really. Apex does not sound fun to me. Like, I think I'd rather just play Marvel Rivals or anything else. And then he's like, well, how about Overwatch? But I've actually been running it down on League of Legends, too. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, actually just spamming ranked. What's wrong? Because I can't say that it's been going exactly well. Oh boy. Honestly, I just needed something new for a few more weeks until the PoE 2 update hits, because once that comes out, I won't be doing this kind of like nonsense of like me running it down multiple games in a row on a ranked League of Legends or like Overwatch. Just kind of felt like I had a few weeks of waiting. Ashley, hello, hello. I'm doing not too bad. A little sleepy today. How are you doing? Arnikar, hello, hello. Dude, you're in Ireland, huh? That means you're gonna get off with a while tonight. You gonna stay up later than usual? No, generally, well, my stream, my workout started a little bit late, which I think is roughly around the time that I'm starting my game stream, and that's generally when you're like, peace, I gotta go to bed. Hiking the cliffs of Moher tomorrow, nice. That'll be very cool, very cool. I'm also a sleepy person today. Here we are, though. We're getting this in. Hopefully, it doesn't feel too shabby. Get this done so I can go back to running it down on some ranked League of Legends. My activity list all jank again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude. What did I do? Did you redeem? I'm not seeing it for some reason. You should see me when I finally get a kill in the bot lane. I'm going crazy. I'm a him. Banging on my chest when I get the kill. Might be the only kill I get. Hell yeah. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna go straight up to 287 and not trip over my foam roller. Let's not do that. But like on occasion, I'll be checking my, the Discord server, and it's like, oh, zeros on Overwatch. Oh, zeros on Overwatch. For game activity, it shows up on Discord. I'd always be saying you're on the Overwatch. Had some rough matches. Yep. All right, 287. Yeah, I played the one night with some buddies. It wasn't too bad. Some of the new, some of the new DPS characters are cool, but I felt like I wasn't really doing that same level of DPS output. Like the chick with the fans is really cool, but I was not cooking with her. But like Sierra, for example, she felt just really strong off rip. Like she was kind of nice. I'm pretty sure I just spammed her the rest of the night after I tried her out. She's pretty good. Alright, 287. This might be last warm up. We'll see here. Well, uneven there for some reason. All right, man. What am I gonna hit? Should I do one more warm up? Maybe I will. Maybe a pretty big jump. Yes, I will. PO2. Just get that felt a little off there a bit. Yeah, I think it's just going to be some random assortment until, like I said, the end of the month. I think it's the 29th when the PoE2 update hits. Definitely going to be playing that. Looking forward to it, honestly. I actually was kind of getting that itch when the D4 expansion came out, but then I waited out long enough, and then the PoE2 announcement hit that I'm like, and that one is free. I don't even have to, you know, if I were to do the D4, I would have had to buy the expansion, but you know what? We lucked out. Waited just long enough. I don't know. I think I'd play PoE2 more often. It's just so slow in the beginning. It really feels like a slog in the beginning. But new update hype. Maybe it feels a little bit differently. I know they changed it to where it's easier for you to tell where the what's the best way? Like the adjacent maps are, basically. It's just easier to progress the story. Or quicker. So maybe that'll make the pacing feel a bit better. Man, this hantavirus stuff is kind of spooky. I don't know, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have really been reflecting on it, but hopefully we don't have another major outbreak of something else. If I go 325, guess that didn't feel too bad. Three. I'll do 320. I already said though, like, I mean, obviously COVID was a very unfortunate scenario, but looking back, I wish I would have started streaming sooner. I wish I would have started streaming during COVID, but I was at my kind of last part of, you know, the chiropractic program. Everybody was just inside, and that was like the time that everybody was really watching stuff. Yeah, I just barely missed that wave for sure. The COVID, man. Alright, we are 28 minutes deep, about to hit the top set. That's pretty good. I was very slow to get going at the beginning. All ready for this top set? Oh, baby. All right, that was pretty good. I feel like I'm a little uneven today. Maybe. So let's see, back offs are going to be 215 to 225 range. Go ahead and type that in. At least, you know, type in our top set and see what it spits out for back off. Actually, we did 320. Oh, but you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go up. I think I will do 220. means I'll need 205. This. What's everybody up to today? What's the chat up to today, huh? It's actually kind of like rainy and dreary here in Missouri today. Making me even more sleepy than I already was. Got 3 sets of 8 at this weight. Okay, so far my dark side playthrough is going okay. Now I made a bloodthirsty Wookiee that serves me rampant. Interesting. Dark side, huh? You know, that was actually a series that my brother played. I've never really gotten to the dark side games personally. Man, I was talking about a live stream. There's just a lot of stuff coming the next couple of months. Oh, on Star Wars. Oh, Darkseid is a new Winslet. Okay. Two tired people makes for some not great communication. Yeah, I thought you were talking about Darksiders. That's funny. Alright, 3 sets of 8. I'll have to edit the workout log. Because, let's see, we decided on 320 and then 220 here on the back off. Yeah. Yep, cranking out the Star Wars, huh? Alright, this wrist wrap. It does not stay. Yeah, so let's see. I think when I looked at it, it was next month There's a game called Adventures of like Elliot yada yada that looks really good. Then in July there was Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remaster, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, DLC / expansion, whatever you want to call it. And then the new Sword Art Online game that actually looks really good. Although, maybe it could be hit or miss. We'll have to see. Alright, then let's see. August. I feel like there was one in August that I can't think of. Oh, Beast of Reincarnation. That'll be the August hit. And then, of course, you know, that's kind of like the summer. But in September... Oh, September is Phantom Blade Zero. So there's like a lot of good releases, for sure. In the single player. And of course, Ion 2 is going to drop probably, you know, should be sometime this summer. You know, gotta get the MMO grind on. Yeah, and now the Wookiee is perpetually glowing red. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Oh boy. Man, it's getting me today. Yeah, so I think, you know, obviously I had to delay the workout stream. Went out to eat with family. And then I think when I get done with the workout stream, my niece is going to be over. So, I'm probably going to hang out, chill out. Won't be a workout, or not a workout. Won't be a game stream immediately after the workout. But we might still get one in after it calms down a bit. As long as it's not too late, I guess. Because I am already, like, fried. I'm trying to think what's going to be on the menu. What's going to be on the menu if I do get a game stream in? I'm, like, pretty caught up on a lot of stuff. You know, I actually ended up starting Metaphor ReFantazio a few days ago and played it for, you know, maybe about... I don't even know if it's quite an hour, but yeah, I don't know what got into me that I've just been like running it down on League. Pumping them? Oh yeah. Got one more set here. But I'm not streaming those behaviors. I am not streaming those League of Legends behaviors. We'll put that on the DL. You guys don't want to see that. It's disgusting. Disgusting and painful. There was one that I went like 16-1 though, you know? Like, alright, we're starting to come out live again a bit here. I was frying that game. And honestly, like, I really, man, I like Yanar. She's a super cool character, but I tried and I tried and I tried. I'm like, I don't think this is working, man. I don't think this is working. So I went back and we're back at the Miss Fortune. And yeah. Honestly, I've been pretty much just always going Miss Fortune if it's not banned. That was my 16-1 game. Alright, I gotta sneeze. I couldn't tell if I was gonna need to sneeze, if I could do the set first. Alright, last set. Alright, now it's some inverse rows. Perfect, that means I don't have to take off all this weight. None of that. Honestly, I'm all done with bench pressing, so maybe I take off the old slippers. My shoes are down here anyways. I really should just keep my slippers down here because I don't use them for anything else. I actually have a different pair that I rock for deadlifts that I think just feels a smidge better for deadlifts. No, but we are looking thick. I'm not gonna lie, man. There is a shirt that I got very recently that I'm like 99% sure is an XL, and it was like, oof. I wore it for yesterday's like workout and everything, and I swear I do not do anything for my traps. It's just the fact that I like consistently deadlift heavy, like, and my traps just won't chill, man. The traps just won't chill. But I am feeling yesterday's leg workout. I am feeling it. Oh, is that Jeremy? It is. PR and deadlifts again, 265 pounds. That was hard to lift. Yo, you guys need to be posting your PRs in the Discord. I think that would actually be low-key cool as hell. If I had people just like uploading their PRs and that. That's awesome though. Well, I mean, I guess that is if you even took a video of it, right? Yeah, that's awesome though. Congrats! Dude, I am so fried from my leg workout yesterday. Oh my goodness. Alright, lock in, chat. Ugh. That would be cool for sure. I'm gonna have to start posting mine. Honestly, it's been a minute since I've hit. Well, I guess that's not true because we did do the feet up 287 for 7 last block. That was for sure PR. But it's just been kind of like I said, training hasn't been super duper predictable. It's all that sleep stuff. There's some things that I most likely have made improvements on. I think as of very recent, I think I'm definitely trending in the right direction finally. Oh, you know what? Stick the watch back on. I don't need wrist straps or anything else. All right, one more set of these. See what I get back up. Oh God, man. I'm hitting the legs hard. See, that's the thing that I actually want to grow the most. Like, I want even bigger legs. I want the legs, man. Maybe a little bit more size in the arms. I feel like with the extra weight gain, you know, proportions wise, probably need a little bit more on the arms. They're looking a little tiny in comparison. We'll get there though. Definitely been adding a lot more accessory work. Everything. Let's see. And Jeremy's just gonna come in here and talk about how he PRs every session. The good old days. Oh man, that food too though. Like, I just feel like I'm just blowing up right now. Spots went to 220, so that's good. I have no idea what's happening. Body feels good. That's good, man. You've been working hard for it. You have been cranking away. %80 of the workouts, okay? Okay. Yeah, definitely. I think that's the misconception, right? You don't necessarily have to like always be pushing the failure. Actually, I would advise against it. You know, most of the time. Definitely want to be close, right? But not like pushing or like always going to failure for sure. What happened to the song I was just listening? What the hell? Oh, there it is. Alright, last inverse supinated row set. Long exercise name. Alright, machine work time. No more getting up and down. Poggers. Okay, we'll try to go. Can't push anyone, that's it, yeah. Rotate that over here. I think it is important to know that, like, especially for new people, right? It's not like you have to be going balls to the walls working out every session in order to make progress for somebody who's just interested in general fitness, right? Building some muscle, building some strength. Both hypertrophy and strength, you know. As long as you're working anywhere, of course, modify appropriately. If you're working anywhere from like 3 to 1 rep in reserve, that's still really, really good. Samanti, a boy, hello, welcome in. Is that a home gym? Looks really good. Yeah, it is. This is what we're working with. You know, I think it really, you know, covers the meat and potatoes where it's at now. But I'm looking forward, you know, to the day where maybe I can expand it out a bit, get a few new things. And actually, even Jeremy, I would say, like, as somebody who's only, you know, I'm primarily chasing strength gains. The hypertrophy that comes along with it is a nice little cherry on top. If I were to, like, go to failure very frequently, I would probably actually notice a dip in my strength performance. Whatever you want to call it. Some people say fatigue. Yada yada. You train abs, and if so, do you have any tips? On occasion, I'll do abs specific things. I think it really just depends on, you know, of course, like what your equipment kind of looks like. I would just say, with the contraction, always, you know, breathe out. Because some of the abdominal muscles can assist with respiration, essentially, you know, breathing. So if you actually breathe out, you're kind of also contracting your abs. So if it's a crunch, you know, you're coming up with a crunch and you're breathing out, you're getting a lot of you might notice it, I guess, a difference. And if there was like a very generalized tip without, you know, getting more information about what equipment you have, and all that stuff. Because, you know, you got your hanging leg raises, you got your crunches. Also, it depends if, I guess if you're really only talking the front abs, right? Because it's good to get some rotational stuff, but that'll be more like obliques, you know, kind of your side muscles here. I defend it by saying it is used in so many other compound movements I do a lot. Yeah, for sure. That's why I say, like, I'll sprinkle it in here and there. But I'm doing a lot of, you know, same thing, compound lifts, you know, very heavy deadlifts, very heavy squats, some unilateral work. So that's a fair point too, for sure. It all comes down to, like, I guess, the goals and intent of your training. Abs are just really easy to just, I guess, like, skip. Or they're easy to just, like, you know, brush under the rug, man. You just gotta find ways to make it more interesting or challenging or fun. Like, when I go into the gym facility, right, I'll do sort of like a half kneeling, and then I have like a wall ball, and I'm getting some rotational work to just kind of mix it up, right? We're still working the abs and everything. Well, more, like I said, more so oblique, but that is a lot more fun to me than, like, trying to do a plank for a minute. Like, I would get bored before the plank would really feel like they're, you know, challenged. course, my other favorite would just be like a rope pull down. Oh, I guess that would be more so like a reverse crunch, right? If I can ask, what are your goals in life outside fitness? I find it hard to improve myself other than physical strength or school-related knowledge improvements. Well, I guess to start, do you feel like you need to improve yourself in other ways? Because if you're checking off, physical activity and strength and then school-related knowledge, that's more than, like what most people are doing. So, I think in that scenario, you do have to kind of give yourself a little bit of grace. But, I mean, for me, I am already done with all the school stuff. That being said, it's still important for me to keep up on any new research or knowledge. But yeah, for me, it's like, of course, I stream, so growing the stream and getting the stream bigger would definitely be a goal. Other than that, I have a small business. I have like a chiropractic office that I would like to see grown. Just feels like life's so much more than that. Well, I mean, hey, like there are plenty of hobbies to get into as well. It just depends if you have the time. You can learn a new language. Like learning new languages is super convenient in 2026. Even if it's just small, incremental over time. Like download Duolingo, pick a language you like, and then it's like 5 to 10 minutes every day. Let's see. My streak on Duolingo is 113 days. You see it at the top, it's reversed unfortunately, but 113 days, Japanese. I can't sit here and speak, Japanese fluently, but 113 days, I compounded maybe only 5 minutes a day. There's some things that I could say. Yeah, Jeremy, that's definitely where, like, the goals and intent matter, right? Because if they're saying, like, if they're trying to work abs because they want, like, a super ripped six-pack, then it's like, yeah, diet's gonna be... I thought about being a teacher or PT. By PT, do you mean personal trainer, physical therapist? Because I feel like they kind of... I don't know. It's almost kind of used for both for some reason. Alright, let's, I'm gonna crank out a set real quick, because I've been yapping. See here. Personal trainer. I actually do some personal training. It's kind of like a little bit on the side. Like I'm partnered up with the gym, and if they need if they're kind of full, then I'll pick up on it. Target abs. I think the best form is cable. Yeah, I love cable crunches. Yep. That's the one I was talking about. You got the nice rope attachment. You're kind of like in a kneeling position. Woo. I'm sure you've seen it before. I think there's opportunities for self-improvement. A lot more. They're pretty frequent. It's just if you decide to reflect on it or not. That's just also with your general relationships, right? Like, oh, maybe I could have worded that differently. Maybe I could have had a slightly different tone, you know. And then that's like, growth, right? Like, maybe I shouldn't lash out about that. Maybe there's a different way to approach it. But being a better, son, boyfriend, brother. Ooh. Finally, welcome back. But also, I was at one point I was very stoic and I was very goal oriented. But at the end of the day, I guess life isn't always necessary. I guess on the other side, now where I'm at, life isn't just about like laser focusing and only like chasing goals, right? Life is supposed to be, at least in part, enjoyable, fun, so that's what kind of refreshes you for the goals, right? For working hard. So I think that's just something to keep in mind, is like a little bit of like a devil's advocate. And coming from somebody who was very, solely goal oriented, you don't want to like be so laser focused that next thing you know, like everything around you has changed so much and you've just like not really been present for it. Do you like to play some games in your free time? Yes. Yep. Yeah, we do some gaming. Not really any sports like nowadays. I just do a lot of the powerlifting training. I used to compete. It's been a while since I have, and I'll probably be picking it up here before too long again. Really deep perspectives, yep. Yep. Those are good questions. Appreciate that. Yeah, I kind of just play a combination of things, which I will, I'll play on stream. do a little bit of some, I do the fitness and health workouts like 3 times a week, very consistently, and then I'll fill in the gaps here and there with some game streams when I can. What has been our recent, Resident Evil Requiem playthrough, Black Myth Wukong, Wu Chang, First Berserker Kazan. That's sort of like our single players. I do a little bit of that. I like MMOs when there's good MMOs to play. Some gacha. Gacha's just kind of like that slop gaming when like nothing else is going on. There's some that I really enjoy, but I mean, overall, would I rather just be playing a standard game? Yes, most likely. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I guess we'll set up for some, wait. Okay, I'm surfing right now. But yeah, man, I think if you're crossing off the physical activity and school-related stuff, that's really good. There aren't a ton of people that are quite as committed to just even doing that alone. Now, in whatever way, if you can start to goal-orient yourself from a career or money-making standpoint, that's great, but ever been to Europe? I live in Sweden. I love the chat on Twitch with people all around the world. Even though the world is globally connected, socially, people think very differently, not only because of personality, but also nationality. That makes a difference. Oh, for sure. There's definitely some, I think, some perspectives that are more, I guess, common. Regionally, environmentally. But no, I've never been to Europe. I am in the old US of A. But yeah, it is super cool getting to meet people from all over the place. I will say that. That is one thing that I've always said. I got people popping in from all over the place, and that is pretty dang cool. It is kind of nice, for sure, because, like, I don't know. A lot of the time, my workout streams are right around, maybe they're a bit earlier usually, but it's good, whenever maybe my streams are like a few hours later, I can count on some people still popping in and hanging out. Alright, we got some BFR to do here at the end. To end us out. I don't know if it's gonna get tight enough with the thick long sleeve on. Alright guys, we're down to our last 2 exercises before we get all finished up. So of course, if anybody has any questions, comments, suggestions, last minute burning thoughts, drop them in the chat. Of course, don't forget to follow up all things fitness, powerlifting, pain, injury, rehab related topics, occasional game streams. Welcome in. If you're a first timer, super duper appreciate it. Give it just a second here. Let's see here. Oh, thank you for the follows, Monty Boy. And one thing is when you mentioned the goal of second language are fascinating because we are in school forced third language. Oh wow. For me to learn a fourth would be a bit much even. Yeah, that would be a lot. Goals they have. School is almost the only thing they mentioned when on the hand that you said some business related stuff. Have to go sadly and you wrap it up. I hope you have a fantastic night day. Yeah, it's kind of like late afternoon for me right now. But yeah, thanks for popping in, hanging out. Hope to see you in again soon. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's just easy for them to focus on school because they know what comes after. But sometimes it's good to help, you know, start to set up that part too, you know, the future. Just thinking ahead a bit. I mean, I definitely wish I would have done it a little bit better, that's for sure. Oh no, leave. Well, like I said, I should be back live later again. I got one more exercise to crank out though, but yeah. If I can hold it together. Man, I am dying today. I am dying today. I think I feel better now that the food has kind of really, you know, it's been some time since I ate that big meal, but ugh. The start of the workout was rough. Rough for sure. Alright, tricep extension to end it out here. Go ahead and take this out. Give my booty some room. Oh, my inventory. Some excellent questions today, though. Some good stuff. Yeah, see, I don't know, man. I'm not sure if I was like... Am I in the mood for Metaphor? The reason why I started Metaphor is just because I already had it downloaded, and my computer space is looking kind of fried. But I was telling you guys, I was like, man, I'm really excited to start to play some what's the name of the game? I always mix it up. Stellar Blade. I was hoping to get that finally in, but I don't know. Maybe I'll have to put a little bit more time in a Metaphor and see if it hits or not. Just trying to think if there's anything I need to get caught up on. I think I'm pretty good up on all my gacha stuff. Need to pick something that's going to stimulate me enough to make me not feel like I'm going to snooze when I hit the live button. Something more upbeat. What do we have here? All right, very good. We got one more set. Oh boy. All right, one more set. And I am all finished up. Pretty good workout, all things considering I was. Oh man. I was feeling quite sleepy at the beginning. All right, gang. Workout gang, we are finished. Saturday workout done and dusted. Clean up a little bit here. I do need to make sure though if I keep my deadlift, or well, they're really my bench slippers, down here to make sure to, you know, knock them out. Because every once in a while we get some spikies down here. Actually, I'll just leave the red and green on because I'll need that for next workout. Alright, if anybody has any questions, comments, suggestions, drop them in the chat. We are about to get all wrapped up. The goal is to get probably a game stream in later on. After it kind of slows down here at the house. But I'll have to decide what I end up going with for what we play. Alright guys, well, that'll be it for today. Thanks for popping in and hanging out for the workout stream. Super duper appreciate the support, the chatting, the follows. It all means a lot, and I certainly can't do it without you guys. So thanks for being a part of the journey. I'm gonna stop there before I just keep yapping and yapping away. But yeah, no, super duper appreciate it. Another good Saturday workout under the belt. Might be back later on today for some game streaming. Otherwise, if not today, then tomorrow will be a good opportunity. I do have a client tomorrow, as long as it goes through, you know, from 10 to 11. So that means we will be ready to game tomorrow. All right, thanks for popping in and hanging out. Hope to see you guys again soon. Next workout stream, if that's, you know, the only thing you're interested in, it will be on Monday afternoon. Hope to see you guys again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you next time. Peace.